He's not ignoring you. He's controlling the rhythm, and you probably don't even realize it. One day he can't stop calling, the next, silence. No fight, no warning, just distance that feels heavier every hour. You replay the last conversation wondering, did I do something wrong? But what if the truth isn't about you at all? What if there's a quiet way some men hold power in a relationship, not through words or actions, but through timing, attention, and silence itself? Most women never see it happening. Today, you will. Here's the part nobody tells you. It's not about how much you give. It's about what he actually feels when you give. Most women try to fix the silence by giving more patience, more understanding, more of themselves. But here's the truth. Effort doesn't create connection. If it did, the kindest women would be the happiest. Yet they're often the ones left asking, what went wrong? Connection isn't built by effort, it's built by awareness. Awareness of how men bond, how they protect their egos, how they interpret emotion. When you don't know that language, you end up working harder and feeling smaller. It's like talking to someone across glass. You're pouring your heart out, but the message never lands. Effort says, look how much I care. Awareness says, I finally understand what connects us. It's not your fault. You were taught to love by giving. He was taught to connect by needing. Until you understand that difference, you'll always feel like you're chasing his attention instead of receiving it. The truth is, everything changes the moment you stop trying to fix love and start understanding it. Because the instant you do, something in him shifts too. He finally feels peace. But peace doesn't just happen. It begins when you finally see what's really going on beneath his calm surface. Now let's talk about what's really happening beneath that calm surface. Most manipulation doesn't look like control. It looks like charm, attention, connection. At first, he mirrors your energy. He listens closely, remembers the little things, says exactly what you needed to hear. You feel safe, finally seen. And that's the moment the dynamic quietly shifts. He starts deciding when the next message comes, when affection appears and when it disappears. It's never loud, just small gaps, small tests, small silences, enough to make you question yourself instead of him. Some men do this on purpose, most don't. It's instinct, a way to protect their own ego when they sense deep emotion they can't fully manage. The pullback gives them control. Your reaction gives them reassurance. And that's the unspoken exchange that keeps the cycle alive. Once you start seeing these patterns for what they are, they lose their power. You stop taking it personally and start recognizing it as emotional timing, not rejection. And when you understand that rhythm, you can finally lead it instead of chase it. That emotional rhythm, the hidden pattern behind attraction and distance, is something I break down step by step inside my free mini guide, Decode His Desire. You can find it in the description below. Once you start seeing the pattern, something inside you softens. The panic slows down. You stop reacting to every silence or unanswered message. You stop chasing clarity from someone who's still deciding how he feels. Instead, you create calm. And calm changes everything. Because a man can't connect when he feels cornered. But when he feels your steadiness, when he realizes you won't rise and fall with every text, he begins to trust it. That trust becomes curiosity. Curiosity becomes connection. This is the quiet power most women never tap into. It's not about ignoring him or playing games. It's about knowing that emotional stability is far more magnetic than constant availability. When you stay composed, you speak to a part of him words can't reach. The part that wants to feel safe enough to open up again. Try this. The next time he goes quiet, don't fill the silence with anxious messages. Let the pause breathe. Let him feel the absence of your chase, because that space is what draws him back. Inside Decode His Desire, linked in the description, I share the 3 hidden triggers that make this shift effortless. How to calm his defenses, awaken his protector instinct, and rebuild connection without saying a word. Once you understand those triggers, you'll notice the difference immediately. His tone changes. His eyes linger. Because now, you're leading the rhythm without even trying. Now let's talk about a few small shifts that make a man feel deeply connected again. Not tricks, just natural signals that speak the language his heart already understands, the priority instinct. Every man wants to feel like he matters, not as a trophy, but as a source of calm and purpose. When he feels replaceable, he detaches. When he feels essential, he commits. So instead of asking, "Why didn't you call?" try, "I missed hearing your voice today. It always makes me feel calm." You're not chasing, you're reminding him he makes a difference. That activates what I call the priority instinct. His quiet drive to connect when he feels needed. The emotional mirror. Men fall in love with how they feel about themselves when they're with you. When he shares something, reflect his best side back to him. Try saying, "That's one of the things I love about you. You notice details most people miss." It's simple, but it disarms his ego and builds safety. And safety always leads to openness. The unforgettable woman code. Some women fade from memory, others live there forever. The difference isn't looks, it's energy. When he's quiet, don't rush to fill the space. Smile, let him wonder what you're thinking, then say something warm like, "I love this calm version of you. You look at peace." That balance of comfort and curiosity keeps him emotionally hooked, even in silence. These are just glimpses of what's inside Decode His Desire, the free mini guide linked below. It shows you exactly how to use these triggers naturally. No games, no pretending, just a deeper kind of understanding. Try one tonight. You'll feel the shift. Softer tone, longer messages, warmer eyes. That's not luck, that's alignment. Imagine what it feels like when the guessing stops. When you're no longer waiting by your phone, wondering what you did wrong. Instead, you're calm, grounded. He can sense it the second you walk into a room. The quiet anxiety that used to chase him away is gone. And in its place, warmth, presence, peace. You don't beg for attention anymore. You attract it. He listens longer, texts faster, looks at you differently. Not because you changed who you are, but because you finally understand how love really works. That's what happens when you stop overthinking and start aligning with the rhythm of real connection. If this feels right, you'll love what's inside Decode His Desire. It's free, it's linked below, and it shows you how to turn that new calm into lasting connection step by step. Because love doesn't respond to effort, it responds to understanding. Take a breath, you don't have to chase love, you only need to understand it. When you do, something softens, the tension fades, conversations flow again. His tone warms. The distance that once felt endless starts to close. Because love doesn't disappear, it simply waits to be reawakened. You've seen pieces of that today. How calm, awareness, and small shifts create connection without effort. Imagine living that every day. No second guessing, no fear, just peace that feels safe. If you haven't yet, download Decode His Desire. It's free, it's linked below, and it walks you through these moments step by step. So love feels simple again. You don't have to try harder, you just have to understand how love really works. And once